And we have an approach to achieving the prerequisite credits, as well as going after some of those credits that are achievable. We do have a record of achieving an even higher rating or certification than we originally intended, and Stephanie's going to talk about a few of those projects.
Thanks, Doug. As you can see, these projects here at the Texas A&M Life Science Building, Granite West Chase 2 building, are all their LEED silver. The Williams Brook building, what was interesting about this is they wanted to achieve silver, but we were able to achieve gold for no extra cost. Speaking of costs, Stephen is now going to tell you our costs.
Thanks, Stephanie. As Doug mentioned earlier, we all are LEED accredited, which helps make the LEED process go a lot smoother. So it just kind of greases the wheels, and everyone kind of on the same page when it comes to LEED. As far as our lump sum price goes, we came up with a conceptual estimate of $20,178,000. This is accurate to within 20%. We came up with this price by using our past historical data and actually dealing and working with our subcontractors and vendors to get the best price so that we can pass the savings on to you, the owner. Doug?
We brought along with us our confidential company portfolio, which you have. That includes all of the past projects that we included in producing this estimate. I would like to thank you all for coming today and listening to some of the processes that we take in approaching a building such as this one, including
LEED?
Steve?
Quality.
Schedule.
Subcontracting.
I'd like to now open the floor for any questions you may have for any of us. All of our project team will be available for any questions you may have.
Who came up with the zero trademark? Do you own that?
No, I do not. It's hypothetical for this company.
No, we trademarked that, guys. We own it now.
That's yours.
A lot.
We can negotiate something.
Part of the deal. That's good. Good deal.
Okay, at this time we have a few minutes for, about 5 minutes for questions and that you might want to raise on the team. And it can be on any part of the presentation or of the project as you know it.
And they'll end up with a guesstimate with a 20% swing factor.
Well, it is a conceptual estimate, and the drawings we're given were only very bare from the architect.
The drawings were 30% drawings.
30%.
In the schematic phase.
So just compiling what we have in our past historical data and just try to come up with the best product we can. There's a lot of assumptions we have, such as the type of mechanical system and the electrical system that's going to go in there. And so we have a factor of about, I guess, 20% on average.
Where'd you get your guesstimates? Just approximated mechanical systems?
No, we have an average square foot cost per square foot numbers
And
that comprise from historical.
30 buildings we've done in the past that we brought to 2009 value.
Of similar
and then-
type and scope.
Similar type of projects that we did, so we just compiled and got an average and came up with an average price.
Yeah.
And that is in the confidential part of the presentation, which is not part of the bonus. Who has that? Okay, George. That one.
What is on your lead slide? It said lead, and then had a in front of gold, between lead and gold. What is that?
New construction.
New construction.
Just a couple comments on a couple things. One, the price. So you carrying your contingency and your general condition number?
Yes.
Because you're sitting at 36% G&A and fee right now. It's a pretty high number. I mean, if I get work like that, we'd probably not be working full time.
You're retired.
So that, I don't know is that where you're saying you're carrying a 20% contingency in that number? So your real number's 16% G&A and fee?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, you know, we look forward to working with the owner to iron out and come to a harder number as more complete drawings come out. You know, right now we're just working with this 30% schematic drawings.
So
we have a lot of experience in value engineering. We can assist in that process. it's ultimately saving money.
So if we were to knock that 20% off, would y'all ready to sign a contract today?
And the other thing,
We've
other
heard
question
that.
I had is on your schematic schedule, you might look at activity 5 and activity 4. Your foundation's complete December 15th, and you're starting your second level pour, basically an
Second level
NTP.
before your slab?
Okay,
So you don't have a foundation underneath you as you're going up.
okay. Thanks
So-
for pointing that out.
Maybe that's gonna extend the project. I'm not sure, or is there additional duration built in the back end? Those would be 2 questions.
Who built the schedule?
Get that announced.
You know, how much time do we have?
That's 5 minutes.
You have the time, you have 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
So after we finish this, do we have a chance to just ask a few questions off the record?
Well, yes, we can stay around and have some more questions, but there are other teams coming, so we want
So,
to keep them on schedule.
yeah, like we always do.
But go ahead, sir. Go
We
ahead.
can
You're
break
the
your
owner.
and answer some.
You're the owner of the horses, so
My questions would be all.
On here, as
But
far as the schedule goes, it was more just a clerical error of wrong mention of the numbers. Won't happen, shouldn't happen.
Can you live with it?
that's a good thing.
No.
So does my end date push?
Excuse me?
Does my end date push?
Your intake should stay the same. We planned it out and mapped out the schedule so that everything fits in the 530 days and allotted certain time for each one. And we do have,
But the end date will not push. So
The end
we
date will not
stay-
push back. That's
We
the
will
main-
still make the 540-day duration.
So do y'all base this on a critical path? Because I don't see the critical path.
Well, we haven't gotten to the detailed part of creating schedule. These are just milestones
Okay.
that we want to stick to, as much as we can. Of course, there's going to be some reevaluated modification, as the plans get more complete and we finally get the construction drawings
How long did y'all
and the
have,
specs.
how long did y'all have to respond to this RFP?
Altogether, I'll say 3 weeks.
I don't know. Is there C&A, you see price on the tally sheet, it says price assumptions and qualifications. Is there a C&A attached anywhere?
Clarifications and assumptions?
If you got a conceptual estimate, you had to make a lot of assumptions to get to
Yes.
that number, right?
Right.
So do we have any idea what those assumptions are? Do we have a glass building?